Greetings, chat! It is I, Dingus the Strix, here once more to bring you an Epic Gamer stream from your favorite Epic Wizard. And once again, it is Thursday, which means we'll be reading some philosophy and then later playing a game. And that game is going to be Idol Showdown! Because it's pretty fun. A really fun fighting game. And I'm ready to play some more Botan because I really like playing Botan in particular. Also, how is everyone's Thursday, chat? How's everyone doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm glad that it's Thursday because, as you may or may not know, due to my current work schedule, I am now off on Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays, the days I stream. So I've just been relaxing for most of the day, and obviously also, studying the ways of Godot as well. And now I'm ready to stream and show off what the philosopher Menedemus has to say, and then we can get to Plato as well. We're not gonna read all of Plato because Plato's section is incredibly long, like absurdly long, longer than any other philosopher in this book. It's so long, he's essentially the entirety of part 3 of the book. Or as the book says, book 3. Like, Plato said a lot of shit that he has his own goddamn sections. Like, holy fuck. We're probably gonna read, like, maybe a fifth of what he said, if that. Hell, probably not even a fifth. Maybe like a tenth. I do want to talk about Plato's ideas, because Plato is definitely one of the most prolific figures in the Western world, but Plato's content's gonna probably take like maybe 2 or 3 streams. There's a lot, chat. There's a lot. Menedemus is only a little bit long, like maybe a couple of pages. Plato is like 10, 12, 15 pages. I don't know. There's a lot here to read. A lot to sit through, but we'll get through it. Okay, let me just open the page where I bookmarked it, and here we are. Yep. Okay, chat. Nothing to announce other than remember that one podcast I told you about that my friends were going to do? Well, my friends being my friends are like, oh, well, maybe we should schedule it some other time. I'm like, God damn it! I was hyping up your goddamn podcast, and you're not even having it tomorrow on Friday. Jeez fucking Christ. I'm trying to help my boys out, and they can't even keep to a schedule. They can't keep any sort of order in their lives. And I gotta remind them to do this shit. But it's fine. It's fine. They're gonna work on their individual stuff first and foremost, which is also pretty good too. Though I do think that we as Sweet Release need to probably do some more group activities. But they'll come with due time. So I'm not too pressed about it. I'm not too pressed about that. Okay, any other... Oh yeah, by the way, chat, I apologize for what happened last Saturday. Just everything broke on that day. That was one of the worst streams I've ever had. I mean, that's happened to me before, but I've never had it happen to where not only did the stream broke, but also RetroArch itself broke. I can't use RetroArch anymore. And I've even like deleted RetroArch and reinstalled it, and it's still not working, which means there's probably something else wrong with my computer that's preventing it from working. But I'll figure it out eventually, within due time. I always do. But until then, chat, let's sit back and relax and read some philosophy. Let's get to Menedemus. Let's get to the reading realm. And without further ado, let us be on our way to the reading realm! Huzzah! And here you... Oh, shit. I mean, you're not going to listen anyway, but... Yes, anyway, chat, as I was saying. Today we'll be reading more Lives and Opinions of Eminent Philosophers by Diogenes Laertius. And, unfortunately, there is no quote... Yeah, there's no new quote that we had from last time, because, honestly... there was nothing from Aristippus or any of the other philosophers that we kind of shotgun through that were really noteworthy, unfortunately. Which I still find bizarre. I mean, I just personally disagree with Aristippus' personal philosophy of, hedonism being the indicator of right and wrong. And as for the other philosophers that we've read last Saturday, they're just not noteworthy. Or at least, so we think they're not. I mean, apparently they're noteworthy to have in the book, but they're not really noteworthy to really go into detail in terms of what they believed and what they espoused. Which bothers me, because I'm just like, well, if there's not much to these guys, why did you mention them in the first place? I mean, clearly they had to have been somewhat important if you had to mention them in your book, Laertius. Are you just telling me that they just simply existed? That they didn't, contribute any sort of new school of thought? Or maybe they took someone else's school of thought and expanded upon it? Like, give me some more details, damn it. But it is what it is, chat. Luckily, Menedemus has something to talk about here, and obviously Plato does as well. So honestly, I think we're gonna get a quote this stream. I think we're definitely gonna get a quote this stream. So anyway, chat. Without further ado, let us. Where the hell is it? Where the hell is it? Ah, there it is. Listen. Life of Menedemus. This Menedemus was one of those who belonged to the school of Phaedo. And he was one of those who are called Theoprodi. Theoprodi. Being the son of Clisthenes, a man of a noble family, but a poor man and a builder. And some say that he was a tent maker, and that Menedemus himself learned both trades. On which account, when he, on one occasion, brought forward a motion for some decree, a man of the name of Alexanias attacked him, saying that a wise man had no need to draw a tent nor decree. But when Menedemus was sent by the Eretrians to Megara as one of the garrison, he deserted the rest and went to the academy of Plato. To Plato. And being charmed by him, he abandoned the army altogether. And when Asclepiades, the Philasian, drew him over to him, he went and lived in Megara, near Stilpo. And they both became his disciples. And from thence they sailed to Elis, where they joined Anchiphiles and Moschus, who belonged to Phaedo's school. And up to this time, as I have already mentioned in my account of Phaedo, they were called Eleans. And they were also called Eretrians, from the native country of Menedemus, of whom I am now speaking. Now Menedemus appears to have been a very severe and rigid man, on which account Crates, parodying a description, speaks of him thus. And Asclepiades, the sage of Philus, and the Eretrian bull, and Timon mentions him thus. Rise up, you frowning, bristling, frothy sage! And he was a man of such excessive rigor of principle, that when Euryclochus of Cassandria had been invited by Antigonus to come to him in company with Clepides, a youth of Cyzicus, he refused to go, for he was afraid lest Menedemus should hear of it. For he was very severe in his reproofs, and very free-spoken. Accordingly, when a young man behaved with boldness towards him, he did not say a word, but took a bit of stick and drew on the floor, an insulting picture, until the young man, perceiving the insult that was meant in the presence of numbers of people, went away. And when Hierocles, the governor of Piraeus, attacked him in the temple of Amphiaraus, and said a great deal about the taking of Eretria, he made no other reply beyond asking him what Antigonus' object was in treating him as he did. On another occasion, he said to a profligate man who was giving himself heirs, "Do you not know that the cabbage is not the only plant that has a pleasant juice, but that radishes have it also?" And once hearing a young man talk very loudly, he said, "See whom you have behind you." When Antigonus consulted him whether he should go to a certain revel, he made no answer beyond desiring those who brought him the message to tell him that he was the son of a king. When a stupid fellow once said something at random to him, he asked him whether he had a farm. And when he said that he had a large stock of cattle, he said, "Go then, and look after them, lest if you neglect them, you lose them, and that elegant rusticity of yours with them." He was once asked whether a good man should marry, and his reply was, "Do I seem to you to be a good man or not?" And when the other said he did, "Well," said he, "I am married." On one occasion, a person said that there were a great many good things. So he asked him how many, and whether he thought that there were more than 100. And as if he could not bear the extravagance of one man who used to frequently invite him to dinner, once when he was invited he did not say a single word, but admonished him of his extravagance in silence, by eating nothing but olives. On account, then, of the great freedom of speech in which he indulged, he was very near, while in Cyprus, at the court of Nicocroian, being in great danger with his friend Elicipiades. For when the king was celebrating a festival at the beginning of the month, and had invited them as he did all the other philosophers, Menedemus said, "If the assemblage of such men as are met here today is good, a festival like this ought to be celebrated every day. But if it is not good, even once is too often." And as a tyrant made answer to the speech that he kept this festival in order to have leisure in it listen to the philosophers, he behaved with even more austerity than usual, arguing, even while the feast was going on, that it was right on every occasion to listen to philosophers. And he went on in this way till, if a flute player had not interrupted their discussion, they would have been put to death. In reference to which, when they were overtaken by a storm in a ship, they say that Elicipiades said that the fine playing of a flute player had saved them, but the freedom of speech of Menedemus had ruined them. But he was, they say, inclined to depart a good deal from the usual habits and discipline of a school, so that he never regarded any order, nor were the seats arranged around properly, but everyone listened to him while lecturing, standing up or sitting down, just as he might chance to be at the moment, Menedemus himself setting the example of this irregular conduct. But in other respects, it is said that he was a nervous man, and very fond of glory, so that, as previously, he and Elicipiades had been fellow journeymen of a builder. When Elicipiades was naked on the roof carrying a mortar, Menedemus would stand in front of him to screen him when he saw anyone coming. When he applied himself to politics, he was so nervous that once, when setting down the incense, he actually missed the incense burner. And on one occasion, when Crates was standing by him and reproaching him for meddling with politics, he ordered some men to put him in prison. But he, even then, continued not the less to watch him as he passed, and to stand on tiptoe and call him Agamemnon, and sorry, I'm going to butcher some of these names. Hegelisopoulos. He was also in some degree superstitious. Accordingly, once when he was at an inn with Asclepiades, and had unintentionally eaten some meat that had been thrown away, when he was told of it, he became sick and turned pale, until Asclepiades rebuked him, telling him that it was not the meat himself which disturbed him, but only the idea that he adopted. But in other respects, he was a high-minded man, with notions such as became a gentleman. As to his habit of body, even when he was an old man, he retained all the firmness and vigor of an athlete, with firm flesh and a ruddy complexion, and very stout and fresh-looking. In stature he was of moderate size, as is plain from the statue of him which at Eretria in the old stadium. For he is there represented seated almost naked, undoubtedly for the purpose of displaying the greater part of his body. He was very hospitable, and fond of entertaining his friends, and because Eretria was unhealthy, he used to have a great many parties, particularly of poets and musicians, and he was very fond of Aratus and Lycophon, the tragic poet, and Antagoras of Rhodes. And above all, he applied himself to the study of Homer, and next to him to that of the lyric poets, then to Sophocles, and also to Archias, to whom he assigned the second place as the writer of the satiric dramas, giving Achilles the first. And it is from Archias that he quoted these verses against the politicians of the opposite party. A speedy runner once was overtaken by weaker men than he. An eagle, too, was beaten by a tortoise in a race. And these lines are out of the satiric play of Archias, called the Omphale, so that they are mistaken who say that they have never read anything but the Medea of Euripides, which is found, they add, in the collection of Neophron, the Syconian. Of masters of philosophy, he used to despise Plato, and Xenocrates, and Parabates of Cyrene, and admired no one but Stilpo. And once, being questioned about him, he said nothing more of him than that he was a gentleman. Menedemus was not easy to be understood, and in his conversations he was hard to argue against. He spoke on every subject, and had a great deal of invention and readiness, but he was very disputatious. And Antisthenes says in his Successions, he used to put questions of this sort: is one thing different from another thing? Yes. And is benefiting a person something different from the good? Yes. Then the good is not benefiting a person. And he, as it is said, discarded all negative axioms, using none but affirmative ones, and of these he only approved of the simple ones, and rejected all that were not simple, saying that they were intricate and perplexing. But Heraclides says that in his doctrines he was a thorough disciple of Plato, and that he scorned dialectics, so that once Alexinus asked him whether he had left off beating his father. And he said, I have not beaten him, and I have not left off. And when he said further that he ought to put an end to the doubt by answering explicitly yes or no, it would be absurd, he rejoined, to comply with your conditions, when I can stop you at the entrance." When Bion was attacking the soothsayers with great perseverance, he said that he was killing the dead over again. And once, when he heard someone assert that the greatest good was to succeed in everything that one desires, he said, "It is much greater good to desire what is proper." But Antigonus of Carystus tells us that he never wrote or composed any work, and never maintained any principle tenaciously. But in cross-questioning he was so contentious as to get quite black in the face before he went away. But though he was so violent in his discourse, he was wonderfully gentle in his actions. Accordingly, though he used to mock and ridicule Alexinus very severely, still he conferred great benefits to him, conducting his wife from Delphi to Chalcis for him, as she was alarmed about the danger of robbers and banditti on the road. And he was a very warm friend, as is plain from his attachment to Eleusippades, which was hardly inferior to the friendship of Pylades and Orestes. But Eleusippades was an elder of the two, so that it was said that he was the poet and Menedemus the actor. And they say that on one occasion Archipolis bequeathed them 3,000 pieces of money between them. They had such vigorous contest as to which should take the smaller share, that neither of them would receive any of it. It is said that they were both married, and that Eleusippades was married to the mother, and Menedemus to the daughter. And when Eleusippades' wife died, he took the wife of Menedemus, and Menedemus, when he became the chief man of the state, married another who was rich, as they still maintained one house in common. Menedemus entrusted the whole management of it to his former wife. Eleusippades died first at Eretria, being of a great age, having lived with Menedemus with great economy, though they had ample means. So that when on one occasion, after the death of Eleusippades, a friend of his came to a banquet, and when the slaves refused him admittance, Menedemus ordered them to admit him, saying that Eleusippades opened the door for him. Even now he was under the earth. And the men who chiefly supported them were Hipponicus and Hipponicus the Macedonian, and Agitor the Lamian. And Agitor gave each of them 30 minae, and Hipponicus gave Menedemus 2,000 drachmas to portion his daughters with. And he had 3, as Heraclides tells us, that the children of his wife, who was native of Oropus. And he used to give banquets in this fashion. First of all, he would sit at dinner with 2 or 3 friends till late in the day, and then he would invite in anyone who came to see him, even if they had already dined. And if anyone came too soon, they would walk up and down and ask those who came out of the house what there was on the table, and what o'clock it was. And then, if there was only vegetables or saltfish, they would depart. But if they heard that if it was meat, they would go in. And during the summer, mats of rushes were laid upon the couches, and in winter soft cushions, and each guest was expected to bring a pillow for himself. And the cup that was carried around did not hold any more than a kotla or quartila. And the second course consisted of lupins or beans, and sometimes fruits such as pears, pomegranates, pulse, and sometimes, by Jove, dried figs. And all these circumstances are detailed by Lycophron in his satiric dramas, which he inscribed with the name of Menedemus, making his play a panegyric on the philosopher. And the following are some of the lines. After a temperate feast, a small-sized cup is handed round with moderation due, and conversation wise makes the dessert. At first, now, he was not thought much of, being called cynic and trifler by the Eretrians, but subsequently he was so much admired by his countrymen that they entrusted him with the chief government of the state, and he was sent on embassies to Ptolemy and Lysimachus, and was greatly honored everywhere. He was sent as envoy to Demetrius, and as the city used to pay him 200 talents a year, he persuaded him to remit 50. And having been falsely accused to him, and as having betrayed the city to Ptolemy, he defended himself from the charge, in a letter which begins thus. Menedemus to King Demetrius. Health. I hear that information has been laid before you concerning us. And the tradition is that a man of the name of Aeschylus, who was the one of the opposite party in the state, was in the habit of making these false charges. It is well known, too, that he was sent on the most important embassy to Demetrius on the subject of Oropus, as Euphantus relates in his history. Antigonus was greatly attached to him, and professed himself his pupil. And when he defeated the barbarians near Lysimachia, Menedemus drew up a decree for him in simple terms, free from all flattery, which begins thus. The generals and counselors have determined, since King Antigonus has defeated the barbarians in battle and has returned to his own kingdom, and since he has succeeded in all his measures according to his wishes, and it has seemed good to the council and to the people. And from these circumstances, and because of this friendship for him, as shown in other matters, he was suspected of betraying the city to him. And being impeached by Aristodemus, he left the city, and returned to Oropus, and there took up his abode in the temple of Amphiaraus. I said that name way wrong. Let me pronounce that again. Amphiaraus. And as some golden goblets, which were lost, he was ordered to depart by a general vote of the Boeotians, leaving Oropus, and being in a state of great despondency. He entered his country secretly, and taking with him his wife and daughters, he went to the court of Antigonus, and there died of a broken heart. But Heraclides gives an entirely different account of him, saying that while he was the chief counselor of the Eretrians, he more than once preserved the liberties of the city from those who would have brought in Demetrius the tyrant, so that he never could have betrayed the city to Antigonus. And the accusation must have been false, and that he went to the court of Antigonus and endeavored to effect the deliverance of his country. And, as he could make no impression on him, he fell into despondency, and starved himself for 7 days, and so he died. And Antigonus of Carystus gives a similar account, and Perseus was the only man with whom he had an implacable quarrel, for he thought that when Antigonus himself was willing to re-establish the democracy among the Eretrians for his sake, Perseus prevented him. And on this account, Menedemus once attacked him at a banquet, saying many other things, and among them, he may indeed be a philosopher, but he is the worst man that lives or will ever live. And he died, according to Heraclides, at the age of 74. And we have written the following epigram on him. I've your fate, O Menedemus, that of your own accord you starved yourself for 7 days and died, acting like an Eretrian, but not much like a man. For spiritless despair appears your guide. These men were disciples of Socrates and their successors, but we now must proceed to Plato, who founded the academy, and to his successors, or at least all those of them who enjoyed any reputation. And that, chat, is Menedemus. That was quite the long one. That was quite the long one indeed. And also, hello there, Fear Goblin. I apologize for not saying hello to you there. I was very invested in what I was reading. But I'm glad to see you here, friend. Anyway, chat, let's discuss Menedemus. For there's a lot to talk about there, I think. At least I hope so. So let's give a quick TLDR what we just read here. Menedemus, just like most of the other philosophers, seemed to be a man of, depending on who you talk to, either high caliber or very low caliber and low browness. He was nobly born and seemed to be best buddies with the very prolific Elicipides. And he may or may not have been a student of Plato, or maybe he decided to talk with Plato about certain ideas that they learned from Socrates, which is definitely entirely possible, considering all of Socrates' students definitely seem to commingle with one another, even if they didn't necessarily like each other. Though, according to what I'm reading right here, it seemed that he only seemed to really appreciate the knowledge of Stilpo. He only respected Stilpo in terms of other philosophers, and I guess maybe Elicipides as well. And also, Menedemus was also a person who was definitely a lot into politics. I don't know what kind of position he was, though. I don't think they mentioned it. I don't think he was a general. I believe he was not a diplomat, but what would they call it in ancient Greece, in Eretria? I'll probably find it again eventually. What else here? He thought philosophy was important and that everyone should listen to philosophers. He was also very snarky on occasion with certain people who would ask him some questions, which seems par for the course for a lot of philosophers of his time, though definitely not as obnoxious as Aristippus. I don't think anyone can be as obnoxious as Aristippus. Aristippus seems to be the standard for being an obnoxious asshole. Though, given how crazy, what was his name? Periander was. Given how crazy Periander was, Periander might give Aristippus a run for his money in terms of obnoxiousness. Then again, Periander's obnoxiousness was definitely more in terms of his actions, less so how he socialized. Periander just did crazy shit as a tyrant. Whereas Aristippus was definitely just an obnoxious asshole who, probably even more so than Socrates, gave off a holier-than-thou attitude, like he was like the progenitor of most wisdom in the world. And what else do you expect from a guy who preached hedonism to be the way to live life? Anyway, back to Menedemus. Oh yeah, it says right here Menedemus definitely had some family. He had a wife and I believe 3 daughters. And I would assume his best friend Elicipides, they married a mother and a daughter. Elicipides married the mother and Menedemus married the daughter. And then at some point after Elicipides, his wife died, I think I read here, it says right here, Elicipides just took Menedemus' wife. Like, what the hell's up with that? He just took his boy's wife. What the fuck? There's definitely some context that I'm missing here. There's no way he just snatched his wife up just because his wife died. The fuck? As much as I find this book intriguing, chat, there's definitely a lot of shit that Diogenes Laertius is leaving out. I don't know if he's doing it on purpose or if he's literally just going on based on what he has. Because when he describes some of the lives of some of these philosophers, I just have more questions. Like, what do you mean he just took Menedemus' wife? What do you mean Elicipides just took Menedemus' wife and then Menedemus didn't do anything against it? He was just like, I guess I'll just get another wife. Like, what the hell? There's definitely some fuckery that happened in ancient Greece / Rome. Which is not too far off from the fuckery that happens today, unfortunately. It's sad when history repeats itself. Which is why we need to learn from history, chat, so bullshit like this doesn't happen again! But what can you do when you're human? Okay, anything else of note for Menedemus? Oh yeah, he was very athletic. He was definitely one to train his body, which honestly I expect as much as someone to be a disciple of Socrates. Because Socrates was a man who valued, exercising, as well as, expanding your mind. A lot of people seem to have this idea that you need to just focus on one aspect or another in regards to how you should really live your life. Like, oh, if you're an athlete, you should only focus on your athleticism and not really focus on your studies. Or if you're a nerd or a scientist or whatever, you only focus on, gaining knowledge in that field or that subject matter and never really, exercising to an extent to which your body is more healthy than what you would normally have it. Like, some people just do the basic exercises by, walking, maybe a couple push-ups here and there. They don't really push their bodies to the limits. Not saying you gotta go crazy, but I do think it's probably wise, and I think Socrates is right on the money, that most people should, dabble in both gaining knowledge and exercise. And luckily Menedemus definitely held to that standard that Socrates set for him. What else is here? Let's see. Only respected Stilpo. Him being snarky with some guy in regards to marriage. Oh yeah, apparently he didn't like negative axioms. I'm gonna assume what he means by that is he didn't like any sort of universal truths that require having the words no and not in them. He would prefer only the positive ones, like you need to do this, or this will always happen. Which, to be fair, I guess that's fair. I do think that generally, when you tell somebody an axiom, it should be like a one-sentence thing, like a 1 to 2 sentence thing. It should never be too long. Because it should be a main idea, the main gist, if you will, in regards to wisdom, which I know books such as the 48 Laws of Power are definitely a lot like that, where you have the law itself, which is just, a sentence or two. And then, of course, the author, Robert Greene, goes into great detail about what the axiom actually means in regards to power. So, yeah, I actually do agree with Menedemus on this front. Okay, what else here? The King Antigonus of Carystus. I'm saying that name wholly wrong. But Antigonus of Carystus definitely respected him. He seemed to have a nemesis named Alexinus, who hated his guts severely, and they would always just berate each other. Which, once again, philosophers of this time having nemesi, that's nothing out of the ordinary. That's just kind of par for the course. A philosopher back then was definitely going to piss somebody off, whether it be another philosopher or just some dude that just didn't want you to ruin his worldview of what he thinks the world is already, Okay, let's see. Are there any cool quotes from Menedemus? I don't think I've seen any. I can't really seem to find any in the chat. I don't remember there being anything that stood out from Menedemus in particular. So honestly, we're probably not going to get our quote from him. We probably will get a quote from Plato, though. Actually, no. I have no doubt we'll get a quote from Plato. Especially considering how long as fuck his section is. Hell, we might get, like, multiple quotes from this guy. Speaking of which, our guy Plato is next. He's next on the list. We're going to start Plato right now, actually. Okay? And if anyone in chat has anything to say about Menedemus before I move on, say so now. Forever hold your peace! For now we shall move on to our guy Plato. He is next. He is next. Nothing, chat! Well, in that case, let's move on to Plato. No more discussion. Discussion is over. That discussion probably could have lasted a little bit longer, but I'm kind of more interested in Plato, to be honest. And also, given how long this is, I'm probably gonna read maybe. Actually, hold on, chat. Let me look ahead real quick. Let me look ahead in Plato's section to see where I should probably stop. Let me first see how many pages Plato actually is. Oh God. Okay, yeah, that's a hefty amount. That's a good amount of pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's like a good 15, 16, 17, maybe even 20 pages. Okay, so now we know the total amount of pages. Let's also look ahead and see where we can probably stop. And also, it's almost a quarter to 5 p.m., so maybe we should make this section for Plato somewhat shortish, and then get to the idols fighting. What do you say? Okay. Okay, you know what? I think I will stop on pages 106. Actually, no, maybe not 106. I think I'll stop on page... Oh, this is tough. Oh, what's a good place to stop for Plato? The book is so weirdly structured. I might need to stop a little earlier than 106. What about 105? Actually, you know what? Yes, I will stop on 105 on the 13th paragraph or section, or what do you want to call it. Yeah, that's a good place to stop. It's also like enough information where we'll get a good introduction to Plato and get some good ideas to what he would espouse. So you know what? Yeah, we'll stop on page 105 on 13. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 105. Okay, let's get to reading right now. Let's get to reading right now. Excuse me, chat. Now it's time to listen. Life of Plato. Life of Plato. Plato was the son of Ariston and Perictone, or Protone, and a citizen of Athens. And his mother traced her family back to Solon. For Solon had a brother named Dropidas, who had a son named Critias, who was the father of Calascaris, who was the father of that Critias, who was one of the 30 tyrants, and also of Glaucon, who was the father of Charmides of Pericotone. I'm saying that name terribly wrong. And she became the mother of Plato by her husband Ariston. Plato being the sixth in descent from Solon. And Solon traced his pedigree up to Neleus and Neptune. They say, too, that on the father's side, he was descendant from Codrus, the son of Melanthus. And they too are said by Thrasyllus to derive their origin from Neptune. And Zeuxippus, in his book which entitled The Funeral Banquet of Plato, and Clearchus in his Panegyric on Plato, and Anaximenes in the second book of his Histories of Philosophers say that the report at Athens was that of Perictone. God, fuck that name. Sorry, chat. Paris. It's probably Perictione. I can't pronounce that name. Was very beautiful, and that Ariston endeavored to violate her and did not succeed. What the fuck? And that he, after had desisted from his violence, saw a vision of Apollo in a dream. In consequence, which he abstained from approaching his wife till after her confinement. And Plato was born, as Apollodorus says in his chronicles, in the 88th Olympiad, on the 7th day of the month Thargelion, on which day the people of Delos say that Apollo also was born. And he died, as Hermippus says, at a marriage feast in the first year of the 108th Olympiad, having lived 81 years. But Neanthes says that he was 84 years of age at his death. He is then younger than Isocrates by 6 years. For Isocrates was born in the archonship of Lysimachus, and Plato in that of Ananias, in which year Pericles died. And he was of the borough of Callistus, as Antelion tells us in his second book on dates. And he was born, according to some writers, in Aegina, in a house of Phididates, the son of Thales, as Favorinus affirms in his Universal History. As his father had been sent thither with several others as a settler, and returned again to Athens when the settlers were driven out by the Lacedaemonians, who came to the assistance of the Egetinians. And he served the office of Choregus at Athens. When Dion was at the expense of the spectacle exhibited, as Theodorus relates in the 8th book in his Philosophical Conversations. And he had brothers, whose names were Andamantus and Glaucon, and a sister called Potone, who was the mother of Zeuxippus. And he was taught learning in the school of Dionysius, whom he mentions in his Rival Lovers. And he learnt gymnastic exercises under the wrestler Ariston of Argos. And it was by him that he had the name of Plato given to him instead of his original name, on account of his robust figure. As he had been previously been called Aristocles, after the name of his grandfather, as Alexander informs in his successions. But some say that he derived this name from the breadth of his eloquence, or else because he was very wide across the forehead, as Neanthes affirms. There are some also among whom is Dysarchus, in the first volume of Lives, who say that he wrestled at the Isthmian Games. It is also said that he applied himself to the study of painting, and that he wrote poems, dithyrambics at first, and afterwards lyric poems and tragedies. But he had very, very weak voice, they said, and the same fact stated by Timotheus the Athenian in his book on Lives. And it is said that Socrates, in a dream, saw a signet on his knees, who immediately put forth feathers and flew up on high, uttering a sweet note, and that the next day Plato came to him and pronounced him the bird which he had seen. And he used to philosophize at first in the academy and afterwards in the garden near Colonus, as Alexander tells us in his Successions, quoting the testimony of Heraclitus. And subsequently, though, he was about to contend for a prize in tragedy in the theatre of Bacchus. After he had heard the discourse of Socrates, he learnt his poems, saying, "Vulcan, come here, for Plato wants your aid." And from henceforth, as they say, being now 20 years old, he became a pupil of Socrates. And when he was gone, he attached himself to Cratylus, the disciple of Heraclitus, and to Hermogenes, who had adopted the principle of Parmenides. Afterwards, when he was 8 and 20 years of age, as Hermodorus tells us, he withdrew to Megara to Euclid, with certain others of the pupils of Socrates, and subsequently he went to Cyrene to Theodorus, to the mathematician. And from thence he proceeded to Italy, to the Pythagoreans, Philolaus and Eurytus. And from thence he went to Eurytus, to the priests there, and having fallen sick at that place, he was cured by the priests by the application of seawater, in reference to which he said, "The sea doth wash all away all human evils." And he said too, that according to Homer, all Egyptians were physicians. Plato had also formed the idea of making the acquaintance of the Magi, but he abandoned it on account of the wars in Asia. And when he returned to Athens, he settled in the academy, and that is a suburban place of exercise planted like a grove, so named from an ancient hero named Hecademus, as Paulus tells us in his Discharged Soldiers, in the well-shaded walks, protected well by godlike Academus. And Timon, with reference to Plato, says, "A man did lead them on, a strong stout man, a honey-eyed speaker, sweet as melody, of tuneful grasshopper, who seated high on Hecademus' tree, unwearied sings." For the word academy was formerly spelt with E. Now our philosopher was a friend of Socrates, and Praxiphanes composed an account of a conversation which took place between them on the subject of poets, when Socrates was staying with Plato in the country. And Aristoxenus says that he was 3 times engaged in military expeditions, once against Tanagra, the second time against Corinth, and the third time at Delium, and that in the battle of Delium he obtained the prize of preeminent valor. He combined the principles of the schools of Heraclitus and Pythagoras and Socrates, for he used to philosophize on those which are the subjects of sensation, according to the system of Heraclitus, on those which intellect is conservant, according to that of Pythagoras, and on politics, according to that of Socrates. And some people, of whom Satyrus is one, say that he sent a commission to Sicily to Dion, to buy him 3 books of Pythagoras from Philolaus for 100 minae. For they say that he was in very easy circumstances, having received from Dionysius more than 80 talents as onetor. Also asserts in his treatise, which is entitled, "Whether a Wise Man Ought to Acquire Gains." And He was much assisted by Epicharmus, the comic poet, a great part of whose works he transcribed, as Alcimus says in his essays addressed to Amnetus, of which there are 4. And in the first of them he speaks as follows: "And Plato appears to utter a great many of the sentiments of Epicharmus. Let us just examine. Plato says that this is an object of sensation, which is never stationary, either as to its quality or its quantity, but which is always flowing and changing. As for instance, if one take from many objects all number, then one cannot affirm that they are either equal, or of any particular things, or of what quality or quantity they are. And these things are such a kind that they are always being produced, and that they never have any invariable substances. But that is a subject for intellect from which nothing is taken, and to which nothing is added. And this is the nature of things eternal, which is always similar and the same. And indeed, Epicharmus speaks intelligibly on the subject of what is perceived by the senses and by the intellect. But the great gods were always present, nor did they at any moment cease to be, and the peculiar likeness at all times do they retain by the same principles. Yet chaos is asserted to have been the first existent deity. How can that be? For 'tis impossible that we should find that any first principle arise from anything. Is there then no first principle at all? Nor second either in the things we speak of. But thus it is, if to an even number, or an odd one, so if you prefer it, you add a unit, or if you deduct one. Say, will the number still remain the same? Certainly not. So, if you take a measure, a cubit long, and add another cubit, or cut a portion off and then measure, then no longer is the same? Of course it's not. Now then, turn your eyes and thoughts upon mankind. We see one grows and another perishes, so that they all exist perpetually. In a condition of transition, that whose nature changes must be different, at each successive moment, from the thing it was before. So also you and I are different people now from what we were but yesterday, and then again tomorrow. We shall be different from what we are now, so that by the same rule we're always different. And Alcimus speaks as follows: "The wise men say that the soul perceives some things by means of the body, as for instance, when it hears and sees, but that it also perceives something by its own power, without availing itself at all of the assistance of the body, on which account existent things are divisible into objects of sensation and objects of understanding. On account of which Plato used to say that those who wish to become acquainted with the principles of everything ought first of all to divide the ideas, as he calls them, separately, such as similarity and unity and multitude and magnitude and stationariness and motion. And secondly, that they ought to form a notion of the honorable and the good and the just and things of that sort by themselves apart from other considerations. And thirdly, that they ought to ascertain the character of such ideas as they are relative to one another, such as knowledge or magnitude or authority, considering that these things which come under our notice from partaking of their nature have the same names that they have. I mean that one calls that just which partakes of the just, and that beautiful which partakes of the beautiful. And each of these primary species is eternal, and is to be understood by the intellect, and is not subject to the influence of external circumstances. On which account he says that ideas exist in nature as models, and that all the things are like them, and as it were, copies of them. Accordingly, Epicharmus speaks thus about the good and about the ideas. Tell me, is the flute playing now a thing at all? Of course it is. Is man then flute playing? No, nothing of the sort. Well, let us see. What is a flute player? What think you now of him? Is he a man or is he not? Of course he's a man. Think you not then the case is just the same about the good? That the good is something by itself, intrinsic, and he who's learnt does at once become himself a good man. Just as he who's learnt flute playing is a flute player, or dancing, a dancer, weaving, a weaver. And in short, whoever learns an art does not become the art itself, but just an artist in it. Plato, in his theories of ideas, says that since there is such a thing as a memory, the ideas are inexistent things, because memory is only conversant about which is stable and enduring, and that no other thing is durable except ideas. For in which way, he continues, could animals be preserved if they had no ideas to guide them, and if, in addition to them, they had not an intellect given to them by nature? But as it is, they recollect similitudes, and also their food, so as to know what kind of food is fit for them, which they learn because of the notion of similarity is implanted naturally in every animal, owing to which notion they recognize those of the same species as themselves. Which is then that Epicharmus says, "You maze his wisdom, not a scanty gift, appropriated to one single being, but every animal that breathes and lives has mind and intellect. So if you will survey the facts attentively, you'll find, e'en in the common poultry yard, the hen brings not her offspring forth at first alive, but sits upon her eggs, and by her warmth cherishes them into life. And all this wisdom she does derive from nature's gift alone. For nature is her only guide and teacher." And in a subsequent passage he says, "There is no wonder in my teaching this, that citizens please citizens, and seem to one another to be beautiful. For so one dog seems to another dog the fairest object in the world, and so one ox seems to another, ass to ass, and swine to swine. And these and similar speculations are examined and compared by Alcimus through 4 books, where he shows how much assistance Plato has derived from Epicharmus, and that Epicharmus himself was not indisposed to appreciate his own wisdom. One may learn from these lines, in which he predicts that there will arise someone to imitate him. But as I think, I surely foresee this, that these my words will be preserved thereafter, in many people's recollection, and another man will come who will strip my reasons of their poetic dress, and clothing them in other garments, and with purple broidery, will show them off, and being invincible, will make all rivals bow the knee to him." And actually, I could probably stop here. Actually, should I stop here? Actually, yeah, it's probably a good idea if I stop right here. Yeah, well, we'll leave up on that and continue next week here. Okay, chat. Let's discuss what little bit of Plato we've done so far. Let's discuss. And then after we're done with our discussion, we'll head straight to Idol Showdown. So let's start off at the very beginning with Plato, who has a very interesting family tree. I'm not gonna name all these goddamn names again because holy fuck, the book kind of went crazy with his family tree in the beginning. The book was literally like, Plato was the son of Ariston and Platoni, who was a citizen of Athens, who was a son of Solon, who was the brother of Dropnus, who was the son of Critias, blah, 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 blah. Like, okay, we get it. He's from a very interesting family line. Honestly, I think the most important bit to take away from this is that he's related to Solon. Solon, who was one of the original 7 wise men. So, yeah, that's a pretty interesting connection. Now, were there any ideas or traits that he inherited from Solon? I'm not sure if that was ever really mentioned. But here's something interesting about Plato. Apparently, Plato was not his actual name. No. Plato's real name is actually Aristocles. And Plato was a name given to him due to his stature. His very, as the book says, very wide stature. Apparently, he was a very wide man who had a very wide forehead. And the name Plato was given to him because... Actually, what does Plato mean? It said so before. Hold on, let me find it, chat. I thought Plato had a specific meaning to it. I can't find it right now. But once I skim through more of the book, I'll probably find it by accident. And of course, Plato, most notably, is a student of Socrates. But apparently, he also followed the philosophies of other prolific philosophers as well, such as I said his name a bunch. Well, I'm going to say it's not Epicharmus. It was oh, it is Epicharmus. Okay, I was right. Epicharmus, yeah. He followed Epicharmus, and he also followed. There's a third one. I think Pythagoras as well. Where I think it said he followed the politics of Socrates, the mathematics of Pythagoras, and I think he took the ethics of Epicharmus, or some forms of logical thinking from Epicharmus, because I noticed that a lot in this part of Plato's section. He starts to use a lot of logic to explain how good, or I guess we can call it virtue, is a thing within itself. And that just because you do a thing or create a thing doesn't make you the thing, it just makes you a perpetuator of the thing. For example, if you create art, you're an artist. You're not the art itself. If you're a flute player, you're not the playing of the flute. You are a flute player. You're still a man playing a flute. And he kind of used this logic to justify the existence of virtue. That goodness is a thing within itself. And that you should aspire to be good for your fellow man and for society. And given such talks, Chad, it's no wonder that Plato is one of the most prolific philosophers of all time. Debatably even more so than Socrates. I mean, hell, Plato has his own section. And Plato's works are constantly being talked about throughout history. You're not going to talk about Western philosophy without mentioning Plato at least once. Okay, what else is here about Plato? Plato's sections, lives. Apparently he had a very weak voice, which, given some of his very strong opinions, I expected Plato to have a much stronger voice, but apparently, according to some people who knew about him, apparently Plato was very soft-spoken, which is very interesting. And what else? Apparently he cured an illness with seawater, which is interesting and very, very risky. Oh yeah, apparently, here's something very important. Plato was actually the inventor of the word academy and academia, which he based the word off a ancient hero named Hecademus. Which is some very interesting history tidbit there, chat. And apparently Socrates also liked to talk about sensations and how they relate to morality, but not sensations in regards to like the typical senses, but more so in the sense of understanding, what would you call it? Moral indicators, we'll say. The sensation of moral indicators, which that kind of feeling you get when something is wrong and you feel it in your soul, but you don't quite understand why you feel it, you know? It's an interesting sensation to have. And some people debate whether or not that's something that's just natural to you or if it's taught to you. And of course, Plato rejects the idea that that everything was just chaotic and things are meaningless. He asserts the gods were always present because, you know, the world is too logical in a way for there not to be a god. And there's no way chaos could have been the first deity. Okay, anything else? Oh, yeah, he also talked about sentience and intelligence and wisdom regarding animals, and how animals living according to nature have the faculty to understand other creatures that are just like them and what to eat and what to do and how to survive. And this all derives from nature, and that humans also have something similar. Copies of them, good. Hold on, chat. Okay, he then says this. Could animals be preserved if they had no ideas as to guide them? And in addition to them, they had not the intellect given them to by nature? Just like I said before, animals have the faculties to know how to survive. Then again, I would question Plato. Are you talking about instinct or are you talking about reason? Because I'm not sure if what they're using to survive is necessarily reason. It could be just pure instinct, which I guess you could in some way argue that instinct is a type of reason, though it's a reason that you don't necessarily contemplate about. It's nothing that you how do I put this? When it comes to the idea of reason, chat, reason is something that you actively do. It is something that you will into your mind. Whereas instinct is something that you just kind of naturally do. Something that just kind of comes without necessary thought put into it. And I'm pretty sure maybe Plato didn't take that into account. He probably thought at the time that animals must have had I can't speak today. Must have had the faculty of reason, given the fact that they made logical choices on how to survive. Which I could see the logic there, but there's a type of logic to survival that's not necessarily contemplated. When you're hungry, you don't really think about, I need to do such and such to eat food. No, you just kind of just go get the food and eat it. Obviously, there's a thought process that goes into your mind, but it's a very fast and instantaneous type of contemplation that is less so reasonable and more so instinctual. But that's just my opinion. At least in terms of how I personally view instinct versus reason. And Plato probably, like I said before, wasn't entirely familiar with the idea of instinct. He probably thought that nature and reason were synonymous with each other, which in some ways they kind of are, but in some ways they kind of are not. It's kind of complicated, chat. But regardless of that, he uses this example of animals to talk about wisdom in greater detail. And how every animal that breathes and lives has a mind and intellect. Even the mother hen, which, rests upon her eggs to warm them to hatch them. And that all creatures, every animal, including humans, have a natural proclivity to essentially support each other and recognize each other as beautiful, as something that matters the most. Dogs, they have a high proclivity to admire other dogs. Same with oxes and asses/donkeys and the pigs, swines. And what else is here? And honestly, chat, I think that's enough for the small taste for for Plato. Reason is self-awareness. Exactly. Reason is self-awareness. That's why it's very different from instinct. Whereas instinct is just something that you just kind of do automatically. Such as avoiding danger. You kind of just want to avoid danger. You don't really think about, oh no, danger is going to kill me. Or rather, it's a thought that goes into your head, but it's instantaneous. You don't really contemplate how bad that danger is. You just know that there's danger there and you need to get out of there. Whereas reason, you contemplate about things such as, morality and ethics and law and politics or culture. That's kind of where reason steps in. But anyway, chat, I digress. We're done talking about Plato! We'll actually discuss more about Plato next week. And it's probably going to take, if I had to take a guess, maybe 2 or 3 and potentially even 4 more streams to finish up Plato's section. Because like I said, chat, his section's pretty damn long. Holy crap. But not without good reason. So I'm going to bookmark it right here. And I'm going to go on a break. And then after the break, we're going to play some Idol Showdown. See you in 5-ish minutes, chat. Okay. And here we are. I am back, chat. I have returned. It is now time to start up the game. Excuse me. I'm gonna start the game up now. It should work. I just gotta remember after I start the game up to make sure that I don't click off too fast, so that way the audio doesn't go to shit. And by going to shit, I mean being completely mute, which I don't know why that happens. I honestly don't know why that happens, but it happens. Okay. Oh, what the hell? Hold on for a second, chat. For some reason, the game is taking a little bit longer to launch than usual. This is preparing to launch Idol Showdown. Come on, Steam. Come on, Steam. The people want to see some idols. They want to see the Hololive girls laying the smack down. Let's watch some idol girls lay the smack down. I'll be playing the lioness with guns, 'cause I like her. Okay. Oh. Is it gonna appear? Is it gonna appear? Yes, it appeared! But unfortunately, it's once again the no sound bullshit. Why does this always happen? How does this always happen is the question. Well, I'm gonna turn it off again until it fixes. Let's try it again. Okay, it should now display the game. Come on. Display the game with audio, damn it! I know you're there! Oh! Okay, let's see if there's audio. Is there audio? I don't hear anything right now, so... Oh, nice! Okay, there's finally audio. Okay, let's do some arcade. Actually, no, before we do arcade, let's do some practice offline matches. Oh, wait, no, wrong one. Also, chat, how's the audio? Is the audio good? Or is it low? Is it staticky? Is there anything going on with the audio? I always gotta ask, because sometimes the audio isn't always as it seems to me. Because there will be instances where the audio is like terrible for you guys, but good for me, and also vice versa, where it's shit for me, but great for you guys. We'll go with Kiara. If the audio is going to shit, chat, please inform me, because I won't be able to tell. Because sometimes, like I said, we'll hear two different things. Or sometimes we'll hear the exact same thing. Okay. Get back, bitch, get back. Oh shit! Nice. Ooh, I almost predicted that right. Nice. Oh god! No! Seriously? She really blocked? Oh god! Get poid. Yeah, get poid, bitch, get poid. There we go. That was a pretty good warm-up. Now it's a normal difficulty too, which means I'm getting better! I'm getting better, chat. I'm getting better. Let's do a couple more practice matches. Obviously with Botan. We'll do 2 more fights after this one. Okay, the audio sounds okay now for me, but I don't know if that's the truth. Point. Get point, bitch. Oh, she has a Kiara too. Oh shit. Oh god! Oh god! No, 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 no. You're not coming back. You're not coming back. I don't like how close that was. Also, the audio is fucking up for me again. Which I hope you guys don't hear. Shit! Wait, what? Oh! Okay, so that's what Kiara does. Oh! She blocks projectiles. Oh! I didn't realize that's what she did. I thought she blocked, like, certain attacks. They were physical. No, she blocks... She blocks projectiles with that move. That's good to know. This audio is killing me, chat. This audio is killing me. Okay, so once again, Botan. And we're going to do with our other collab, Roboco. Okay, sometimes my audio sounds like crystal clear, and other times it sounds kind of staticky. At least on my end. You know what? I'm going to stop bitching about the audio. If the audio is a problem, you guys will tell me, right? How did that... What? Okay, chat. The Karoni chainsaw is bullshit. The Karoni Doog is bullshit. Why does she get iframes on the goddamn chainsaw? Like, it should be able to stop my poi grenades. That's fucked up. Oh god. Ooh! 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 Ooh, the trick shot! Ooh, the trick shot! Get back, bitch! Let's go! Okay, that was kind of close, not gonna lie. Oh boy, oh boy. Get the fuck back. I hate Corona's chainsaw so much. Holy fuck. Fuck off. Holy fuck. Okay. Time for one more practice match, and then we're going to do some arcade, chat. Oh boy. Time for some Botan Dittos. I'm the superior Botan. I destroyed her, chat. Holy fuck. Point. Get point! Oh, fuck. Okay, chat, I think I'm ready for arcade. I think I'm ready for arcade. Okay, so let's start off using Kiara. Fubuki's easy. Honestly, the real threat is, for me, personally, Korone and, Suise. And you know what? I'll also throw Aki in there too. Aki is also kind of tough to fight against. At least I don't understand how to deal with Aki yet. Get back! Get poised, bitch! Nice. Oh, fuck! Get point, ho! Oh, she baited me. Fuck off. No, I didn't get baited. I just got fucking stupid. Not that it matters. Because I'm not worried about Fubuki. I'm worried about Korone. That's who I'm worried about, chat. I'm worried about Korone, and she's only stage 2. Fighting Korone is pain for me, chat, just because of the chainsaw. I hate that goddamn chainsaw. If I could just keep her away, I have a chance. But she keeps chainsawing through my goddamn point grenades! Fuck off! Oh shit! No! Oh, what? I did not mean to super there. That was a misinput. That was a big misinput. Whew, okay. Okay, I actually did okay with that one. Relatively speaking. I'm not worried about Sora. I'm not worried about Sora at all. Let's go. Okay. Oh god! I don't know what the hell happened there. Somehow my point went behind me. See what I mean? I was not worried about Sora at all. I'm a little bit worried about Ayame. Only a little bit. Only a little bit. Because the thing about Ayame is that I know she has to be close. She has no projectiles at all. Hello, Grim. How are you doing today? Oh god. Oh god! No, 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 no! Out of here! Oh no! Woo! Woo! Let's go! Oh no! Damn it! Is my voice filter not working right now? Wait, hold on for a second. You say my voice filter's not working right now? What do you hear exactly? I'll honestly fix it later. Honestly, it's no big deal. Do I sound How do I sound, Grim? Do I sound higher pitched? Do I sound lower pitched? What do you hear exactly? Because I don't want to ruin the progress that I have. Especially since I'm going this hard right now. There we go. I think that's fine, honestly. Okay, that's fine. It's just weird that I don't, considering that the thing that I would normally use is it should be on. I kind of want to check, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my progress. I'll check it when I lose. Or if I lose. It's no big deal if my voice filter is not working, honestly. I only use it because I think it fits the character more. Oh shit, I got distracted, like hardcore. Yeah, Suisei's tough. God damn it. Okay, let's try this again. Eat shit! Eat fucking... Get out of here! Oh no! Kiara, get in here! Let's go. What? What do you mean the poi didn't go off? What do you mean the poi didn't go off? Ah! Damn it! I am not shocked at all that Suisei is the one who beat me. Because I did say before, Chad, I did say before that I'm only worried about Korone and Suisei, and maybe Aki. Also, let me quit the game, because things are going to mess up anyway if I don't. Okay, so let me check here. Actually, hold on. Let me check my... let's see here. How do I sound? Really? Are you saying my voice filter's off? Because to me, it sounds like it's on. That's weird. What's... Oh.
That's why. Interesting. Ah, that's fine. Do you hear regular dingus now? Okay, that was a weird setting I forgot to put on. That's why that happened. Whatever. It's not like I haven't streamed with using my real voice before anyway. Okay, let's see here. Time to turn the game back on. Okay. As soon as my mouse stops being stupid. OBS. Both OBS and my mouse need to stop being stupid. Yes, play the game. Play the damn game already. Okay, it's taking a million years to start up again for some reason. There we go. Anyway, let's try the arcade again. Come on. Come on. There we go. Also, the audio sounds way better now. For me, at least. Okay, I'm going with Kiara again. Yeah, Fubuki. Oh god. Get point, bitch! I love playing Botan, chat. Botan is fun. Yeah, see, Fubuki's easy. This one's the one I'm worried about. I can't deal with Kurone's chainsaw, chat. I can't emphasize this enough. Though I could... Oh, wait, never mind. I was going to speak too soon. Hello there, Rumbicide, and thank you for the lurk. I hope you enjoy lurking while I try my best to beat up the Doog. Okay, nice. Nice. Oh god. I hate that chainsaw so much, Jack. Ah. Fuck. Oh god. Wait. You can block a... Wait, huh? You can block the burst? Chat, did you see that? Did Kurone block my burst? She totally blocks my burst, right? That happened. How is the burst blockable? Something like a burst usually shouldn't be blockable. But get point, bitch! Get fucking point! Have some point! How about some point from high? Oh, wait. Never mind. Just get cap instead. Back off. Okay, calm down, Sora. Calm down, Sora. Calm down, Sora! Ah! What the fuck? Wait, what happened there, Kiora? That should do way more damage. That was strange. Usually that one move of Kiara does way more damage. Oh god! Oh no! Get back! Get the fuck back! No! Oh! I think I misinputted there. I want to shoot my gun. My pistol, rather. See, that's the damage I was talking about from Kiara. They didn't do that in the last fight. Get back! Nice. Final round! What? What? Huh? Holy shit, she's so aggressive. Get away. No! No! Damn it! No! God damn it! That was so close! Ah! Character select. God damn it. You know, let's switch up assists. We're going Roboco now. Yeah, some of these girls are pretty aggressive, yeah. I mean, with Ayame, it makes sense because she doesn't have any projectiles, so she kind of has to be up in your face. Kind of spam her to death. Get played! Get played! Okay, nice. Okay, next match, next match. I gotta deal with Corone's Doog. That's what her chainsaw move is called, by the way, Doog. Because of the one meme with Doom. That chainsaw is crazy. Get out of here! She can nair Doog? I mean, I don't see why she couldn't nair Doog, but that's pretty scary. Oh my god! Let it end, please. Ah! No, 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 no! Burst! Burst! Yeah! Ah! Holy crap! I panic pulleyed. I had the panic pulley to survive. That was clutch. That shouldn't have been clutch. Oh! Oh god! Okay, she got pistol whipped nice. Okay, nice. I mean, I'm never worried about Sora. Fubuki or Sora. I'm a little bit worried about Yami. Trap her in the corner, trap her in the corner, let's go. Oh no, she's escaping. She's escaping. But not for long. Oh god. Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 no. Get pulled. Oh! Oh! Let's go! Let's go. And that's why I like playing Botan. Because of shit like that. Now this one I gotta be very careful. Because Suisse is no joke, I swear. I think Suisse is probably one of the most busted characters in this game. She is ridiculously good. Okay, good first round. Oh! Oh god! Uh-oh. Oh no, 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 no. This is bad, this is bad. Oh! This is it! This is it! Let's go! Woo! Okay. So this is the farthest I've ever gotten. I got into Aki before. But I was not able to beat her last time. Let's see if I can do it this time. Getting on a shopping cart, that's freaking hilarious. Yep. Uh-oh. She was dash dancing there. Did you see that? Ah! Let's go. Oh, what? Oh, she was just out of sight. Nice. I beat Aki. Okay, so now we're going on to the next stage. I never made it to stage 7. And it's Botan! Which means Coco is stage 8. I'm clearly the superior Botan. I'm not going to lose to another Botan. You crazy? Oh god, I'm losing to another Botan. Oh no. Never mind, I'm the best Botan. I proclaim myself best Botan. Get Robocop me, bitch! Oh! She knows I want to jump. No, 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 no! Oh god! Get me out of this corner! Get bullied. See, Chad, I told you I'm the best Botan. I told you I was the best Botan. Okay, time for the final boss, or at least I assume it's the final boss, Coco. Let's go! You can do it! I gotta be very careful. Can't let her meme on me! Get back! Aha! Nice. Excellent first round. And that should be it for arcade mode. Finish. Woo! You can now select new cosplay for Botan. Oh? New cosplay for Botan. Wait, hold on. Let's go to a regular match and see what that is. Wait, wrong one. Versus AI. What's the new cosplay? Is it just another color? Oh, it's just another color. Oh, wait, is this, Wait, whose color scheme is this? This isn't Flair's. Wait, whose color scheme is that supposed to be? I'm blanking on who that color scheme's supposed to be. Because every color scheme for every like character's cosplay is another Hololive girl. Oh god! No, 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 no. You did not block all of that. You did not block all of that. Not that it matters, because you did. Oh, hello, Marina. I do like this coloration, though. Ooh. Ow. Nice. Okay. Enough of that. I wonder if I can actually go online this time. Can I go online? Is that possible? I know it's in beta, but surely it works, right? Come on! Come on! That's a connect. Oh, god damn it! That's probably my internet issue on my side. I think I can make it connect, but if I do so, I might accidentally turn off the stream. So I'm not gonna do the thing until like maybe. I'll give myself another 40-ish minutes before I attempt to do the thing to go online. But for now, let's give Botan a break and let's try another character that I think is also kind of fun. That I want to learn as like a second. Sweet Say! Because I swear, chat, she's strong. Ooh! That's okay, so that's Toa. Whose color is this supposed to be? This is Toa. Actually, that could be Okuyasu as well. No, I'm pretty sure this is Toa. Is this Luna? No, that's not Luna. This is Mume. Okay, enough of that. I have no idea what character she collabed with best, so I'm gonna start off with Neo. I also didn't practice with Suisei, so I'm gonna wing it. Also, we're fighting a Yame again. And I'm getting destroyed immediately, like I thought I would. That's such a strong move. Wow. That's so good. I'm just impressed by Suisse. They're so elegant. She's so elegant, chat. Uh-oh. Okay, I kind of just button mashed for that one. I don't know what I'm doing for Suisse, chat. I thought I did. What's this move? What was that? Wait, what move was that? I canceled into something. I don't know what I did. I got destroyed. I should probably go to training mode for Suisse. Training. Oh yeah. Okay, so let's do some moves. So her critical circle light is this. Wait, hold on. That can close the distance pretty well. Okay, how about with medium? Ooh, okay. Not really an anti-air, but when it's a direct hit, it turns into a command grid. Okay. Okay, what about heavy? All right then. Okay, what about cross circle backlight? Okay, so you can charge this. So she releases like an art. She does like an autograph and shoots out a star. You hold it, it becomes a meteor or a comet. Does some decent damage. Okay, so light is slow, medium is fast. Oh, so is that a pistol with a silencer for her? Okay, so she hits the fan with the light if you crouch down. She shoots with a silencer if you press medium. What about heavy? An uppercut, okay. What about a quarter circle heavy? Wait, hold on. Wait, oh, sorry. Quarter circle back heavy. Oh, that thing. I mean, that's a pretty good projectile. Okay, what about down, down, light? I think that move is also a command grab, but they have to be in the air. Oh. This one's high in the air. And this one, wait, hold on. What about one close? Does nothing. Okay, gotcha. What about down, down, heavy? That one's the only one that hits on the ground. Okay. Okay, she has an axe, just for a normal heavy. There's some other moves I'm missing here as well. Let's see here. Starry Jet. Oh, so that's what that move is. Then there's Kakero. It's a sliding move. That's pretty good. Tetramino Transhumanism. That's a quarter circle grab. Huh. Stellar Slice. Stellar Medley. Wicked Slice. Selfish of a Rough Stone. Stellar into the Galaxy. Space for Virtual Ghost. Okay, that's her special. Let me wait. I think Shellfish or Selfish of a Rough Stone is her like orbital attack, if I recall correctly. Hold on. Down down special. Yeah, that's her orbital move. That looks so powerful. What the fuck? Okay. What was the other move? Oh yeah, this. That's a really good move. I like this. And what's the other one? Kakero? Oh, I said no, Kakero. That's her slide. This is an important one to know. Okay, let's try her in an actual fight. Actually, let's just do arcade. Even though I have no idea which hololiver will be a good assist for her. We'll figure it out. I think I might be playing Suisei wrong. I don't think she's supposed to be in your face. Even though I'm winning right now, I don't think that's how you play Suisei. Suisei might also not even be a character for me. I just like her moveset, but it might not be for me. I do think Suisei might be one of the best characters in the game, though. You know, I can't use her that well. Because Suisei can easily overwhelm you if you know what to do. Oh god. Right now, I'm like hardcore looking out. How do I do the Tetramina move? Isn't it, this? It's a core circle grab. Wait, hold on. Oh god. I'm getting destroyed. I want to lose this round, but it's fine. Oh! I could have came back from that one. Oh my god. Corone's chainsaw is the bane of my existence, chat. I can't stand that goddamn chainsaw. What did I just do to myself? Did I power myself up? What is this? Am I stronger now? What did I just do? Okay, I somehow won that. Also, hello there, Fear Goblin. I see that you're on Twitch now. I'm just practicing with Suisse, who is not my main. I'm not good at Suisse at all. But I'm trying my best. Oh god. I might actually lose to Sora. Corner her, corner her, corner her. Oh boy. Yeah. All right. Wait, did I negate one of her attacks with a kick? Wait, did A-Chan just deflect something? Wait, what? Honestly, chat, I'm surprised I'm getting this far with Suisse. I say as I lose. Good job, Marine. Keep her there, Marine. Okay, I surprisingly won this. I think we're gonna lose to Ayame though. I don't think I'm beating Ayame. Now it's Suisei. Or fucking Suisei. I can say her name right, I swear. I'm surprisingly doing well at Suisei, honestly, chat. I think this is just to show you how good Suisei is, honestly. Because I am trying to pull off a lot of her moves, but for the most part, I am somewhat button mashing. For the most part, somewhat. Doesn't make any sense. What I meant to say was, I'm trying to do her moves legitimately, but I'm, for the most part, button mashing. Wait, what? Wait, what? Huh? Wait, what? Why did my marine cancel? Huh? Gotta hit her with the chaos dunk. Not that game, Romrat. Not that game. I don't think any of these girls could do slams or dunks. You can't slam with the best and jam with the rest. Exactly. We're jamming right now. We're jamming. Fuck. God damn it. Yeah, see, Chad, I knew I was gonna lose to Ayame. I am not good with Suisei. I kind of want to try some other characters. Other characters I know I kind of liked playing as was Fubuki and Ayame. I'm gonna try Fubuki first, though. Maybe Iroha? Actually, you know what? I think Coco could probably unironically do the Chaos Dunk. Romrat. If any Hollow girl could do it, it would be Coco. But hold on. 1 trillion B-balls slam dunk through the hoop throughout the cosmos. I can feel every single B-ball that's ever existed in my fingertips. I can feel their collective knowledge channeling through my veins. Every jump shot, every rebound, and three-pointer, every layup, dunk, and free throw. Damn it, Romo, you really love that one game, don't you? What? What do you mean she blocked it? What do you mean she blocked it? Fuck out of here with that. She blocked it. You ain't blocking that. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Get out of my face. Talk about you blocked it. Whoa. Maybe Fubuki's the true second. It's the best game ever made. I don't know about that, Romrat. If it's so good, Romrat, why isn't there a Shep and Jam Barkley? Wait, fuck. Shep and Jam Gaiden 2. Where's the sequel, Romrat? Where's the sequel? I thought a sequel was in the works. What happened to the sequel? Oh, God. Oh, boy. Okay, you know what, chat? I think Fubuki might be my secondary character. I'm actually understanding how she's supposed to play. I know she has like a gotcha up for her projectiles. I don't know how to do it though. What is Iroha doing? Iroha, what? Chat, what was Iroha doing? She was just having a whole battle in midair and missed everything involving Corona. She's doing it again. That's such a weird assist. She blocked it! I don't know how I feel about... Well, actually, no. I mean, I guess blocking supers is still good. I don't think that super in particular should be blockable. Because you can just jump over it. Then again, there could be instances where you can't really block it. Like if you're following. I guess it being blockable is a good thing. I don't know. Oh god. Get back, Sora! Get back! Get back! Get back, bitch! Get back! I'm warning you! Hey, no! Yeah! Nice! Oh god. I should go to training mode with Fubuki. Fubuki is pretty good. No. Let's go. Oh, God. Ooh, is that a grab? I think whenever Iroha is, like, having her samurai ninja battle in the air, I think I need to uppercut my opponent into her. I think that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, now we're at Ayame. This is where it starts to get a little bit challenging in arcade. Oh god! Yeah! Coaches? How do I increase my gacha? There's a move to increase my gacha rating. You know, I'm gonna open a command list. There's a move for that. Burger Fox! That's what it is. Okay. We don't got a Burger Fox now, though. Next round, we'll Burger Fox. Whenever we have a chance. Also, did that assist last into the beginning of the next round? What the fuck? I don't even get a chance at Burger Fox. Oh, I just did. Nice. Uh-oh. No! I wanted to do the kick! Oh, shit. Yeah. Ayame is definitely, like, the first actual difficult one in the arcade. With the exception of Korone, but I just personally can't deal with Korone because of her chainsaw. Let me try again. With a different assist. Given how Fubuki fights... Maybe Amelia? Maybe Watson? I don't know who would be a good collaborator with Fubuki for my playstyle. Okay, so let's summon Amelia right now. Okay, that's a pretty good special for Amelia. Wait, hold on. Eat the burger! Eat the burger! Oh no, I want to eat the burger! No! I didn't get to eat the burger! It's no big deal. Korone? We're definitely not eating the burger with Korone. Oh fuck! I'm trying to shoot my projectiles, but holy shit. I need some room to breathe. Do I need super chats to build up my collab meter, or does that just build up naturally? Okay, so the super chats help the collab meter build up much faster, even though they build up naturally over time. Okay. That's good to know. I want to see Amelia's time stop in action, see if it benefits me in battle. But I killed Korone too fast, damn it! Okay, time to fight Sora. Huckabee! Okay. Ooh, wait, did I kill Achan with the projectile? We're blocking everything! Oh, fuck! Yeah! Nice. Like I said, chat, before, I never worry about Sora. Even though I think Suisei is probably the most listed character in this game, Sora might potentially be one of the strongest characters in the game. Potentially, I'm not sure. I need to see a Sora just go crazy. Okay, nice first round. Also, chat, you know what I just realized? You know what I just realized just now? The freaking wins are Yagos. What the hell? The golden Yagos. That's funny. I did not notice that until just now. Uh-oh. Okay, easy victory. Next is Suisei, right? This might be a tough one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit! Oh god! Fuck! Oh yeah, I'm getting bodied. I don't like this. No! Oh wait, I thought I got tripped on by Miko. No, I just got killed by Suisei's command grab. What the hell? Bring it up! Kabuki Baga! Nice! Okay, we can probably beat her. Let's go, Kabuki. Let's go, Kabuki. Oh no. Oh god. And we won! We're actually going to Aki next. Maybe we can actually beat the arcade with Fubuki. See if I can do it, chat. Bring it, bitch! Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That easily could have ended horribly. Oh, fuck! There we go. Okay, we beat Aki. We might actually beat the arcade with Fubuki. And get a new outfit for her. But can we beat my main Botan? You know what's funny, chat? I just realized I don't fight Botan that often. I'm usually Botan herself. This is a weird match for me. Oh, don't play me. Get back. Get back. Get back. Get back. Oh, wait, what? Did she block Ame? Shit! Fuck. No! Oh, God. No! Oh, no. Woo! Oh, God. Oh, fuck! As expected of my name! Oh, okay. Oh, that was so close. Oh, God. We're going on the Coco. Time for the final boss. Fuck, 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 fuck. Fire! Shit! Oh my god! No! No! Don't you die from there! God damn it! Oh, I'm fucked, chat. I don't think I'm being Coco. I'm actually surprised I made this far with Kabuki, honestly. What is the range on that? Fuck you. Got her. Okay, final round. No. Let's go! I beat Coco! Nice. I got a new cosplay for her. Okay, I'm going to do one more match to see what the cosplay looks like, and then I think I'm going to end the stream. Okay. So for Buki, I still need to find what a good, like, collaborator slash assist for her would be. Let's try Risu. Oh, wait. I almost forgot. What's your new cosplay outfit? Is this it? Well, this is Watame. Whose color scheme is this? Wait, whose color scheme is that supposed to be? That's Mio. That I can't think of whose color is right now. Actually, I think that's not Flare. That's Well, this is Watame. That can't be Flare's, can it? No. Whose is this supposed to be? I'm so confused by that color scheme. Oh well. Anyway, chat, here's the last fight. I guess I'll give, like, what's going to be happening tomorrow and Saturday. Tomorrow's going to be more Hollow Knight like usual. And then on Saturday, I'm going to start my playthrough of this guy. It was supposed to be Xenogears, but, you know, RetroArch broke, so I gotta make do with what I have and play other games, unfortunately. Luckily, this guy is a fun game, a fun series. And who knows, chat, I might even name some of my units after you guys, if you would like. I think that'll make for a fun stream. Me naming funny units after you guys. Okay, let's see there. Also, when I'm going to raid somebody today. I don't know who I'm going to raid, but I'll look at who's on after I'm done with this fight. I don't know if Shma is on today, but if she's on, I want to raid her. I finally got somebody with this move. Oh, God. Nice. Alright, chat. That's that. That is that for Idol Showdown. So without further ado, let's quit the game and go to the just chatting screen and yep. Who is on tonight? Doesn't seem like Shma is on. But Riona's on. Let's go say hi to Riona. She's playing Final Fantasy XI, which is an MMO that Square Enix surprisingly still supports, despite 14 being out. And I think most people would say that 14 is probably the better game. But there are some, people who stand by 11 saying it's actually the better MMO experience, and I heard there's actually a lot more to do in 11 than 14, so who knows, maybe that might be true. Okay, typing in Riona, starting the raid, and remember chat, tomorrow, Hollow Knight, and on Saturday, beginning my playthrough of this guy, which is a fun strategy RPG that I'm looking forward to playing on stream and naming everyone that I know of after the characters. And who knows, maybe if you're there, you get to see which units you might become, and you get to choose what units you might become too, as I unlock them. But anyway, chat, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you all tomorrow. Dings the Strix signing off. Good night, everybody.